Welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Colorado's offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. They're going to stay competitive, and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year. Then at least
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the Washington Huskies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He'll toss it. Keeps the legs moving. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle back.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Frank. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Nunez. Getting some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, the offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Going to the running game. Runs through a tackle. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, the physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Oh, it's a reverse.
Well, this offense can get after you in a variety of ways in the running game. And one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Real. There from this senior leader.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know.
The 38.
Always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Now on the counter. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Gets it out fast. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Early in the game, pass complete. Great job. Sets up a manageable fourth down. We're going to set the tone early in this game. We're going to be aggressive. Yes, we're going for it.
Running for it on fourth down. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Buffalo. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The inside handoff. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Here comes the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
On the ground, it's Frank. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
The hand to the running back. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Back to pass, it's Nunez. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down, still moving.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, He is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Right on the money on the slant. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Fakes his man out. Hard-hitting tackle. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Toss to the outside. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Looking to pass. It's Nunez. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Huskies look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Now from inside the red zone. Feeling some heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
21 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Connection to the right. Got room at the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colorado.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football there.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You always try as a player to say the weather means nothing. Cold is a mentality. It hurts, okay? The ball feels like a rock. It gets super hard. It's really hard for quarterbacks to grip that thing and make accurate throws. And how about that? The defense comes out, makes a big play, creates the turnover.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Trying to make magic with his feet. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got some room to run. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Rifles it down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Nunez. He's not afraid to go deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle.
And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Power football with the run. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll go to the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. He now has 80 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Blimmer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? They'll try it on the ground. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team. Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive, down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out.
Touchdown, Washington! And the stomping has commenced. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. And on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Give to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some room.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Quick handoff. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He's going to let it go. He got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Huskies! And the punishment has been extended. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit in so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all that, you get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. He's looking to throw. And the junior was late on the release, and he threw it behind him.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but you've seen bad decisions, trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got his man. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this, he can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Buffaloes have this offense rolling. Using the quick game. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Got his man quickly.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minute.
Looking to throw it again. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Pounding, pounding, pounding. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Wide open downfield. Got a lot of running room. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess he just set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And they've moved closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense just trying to be physical down here at the 1-yard line, trying to run the football into the end zone, but they just got beat up front. Now setting up fourth.
Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Huskies! And the beatdown has ensued. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab over the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's a return from midfield. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Okay, ready?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the 1st down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Here we go.
The toss sweep to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another 1st down. The give to the back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where the...
Touchdown, Huskies! And the route is on. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Gets it out quickly. Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And after having a nice gain like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A 1st down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He finds his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. So much for jumbo sets. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 2. Trying to get to it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Huskies getting set on 1st and 10.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And the pummeling has started. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take...
He's off to the races. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
And no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run.
Looking to take a shot. And he's got it at the 25. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. 1st down for this offense. He's going to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. After this, it'll be a wrap. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. This is what an elite